This is Star Wars: The Clone Wars speeder bike with Count Dooku. This is an oldie which I actually picked up just recently. I've always wanted to pick this one up. I just never wanted to pay full price for it. I've been waiting for it to go on clearance. Uh, Finally, it did a couple weeks ago. It finally went on clearance. I had a chance. I picked it up at a Toys R Us that wasn't really part of my usual. It's not on the route of my usual toy hunts or toy runs. I never really go there. It's a Toys R Us. It's a little bit out of the way. It's pretty close to where my mother-in-law lives, so yeah, I'm sure you know why I don't frequent that Toys R Us. But I did go there a couple weeks ago, and I finally found this one on clearance. It was at like a 30% off. I finally picked it up. When it was launched, back in, check the packaging. Back in 2009, here is the old packaging, the one that had the red and white packaging. The one that came before the Shadow of the Dark Side packaging, excuse me. So pretty cool. 2009, it took like 3 years for this thing to go on clearance. That's how bad Star Wars figures are here in Manila. It takes about 3 or 4 years before they go on clearance, which kind of sucks. So anyway, I went ahead and picked it up. I was waiting for it to go on a sort of like a promo in one of the malls. I had opportunities to pick it up, but passed up on it, and I've been kicking myself in the ass for the longest time for not picking the set up. I never, I just didn't want to pay full price for it, and I wanted to get a discount, but a lot of the collectors have been beating me to it, and finally, I actually had a chance to get one. And it was on clearance. So thank you. Thank you to the distributor and importer for putting this one on clearance. The speeder isn't all that great. It's okay, but at regular retail price, just for this small vehicle and the figure, I don't think it's worth it. The thing that you're really after with this set is the figure. This is the updated Count Dooku from the 2008, based off the 2008 figure had very little articulation in the legs, absolutely none. I think I'm not sure if he had hip joints. I'm not sure, but it was unarticulated, no articulation. Sorry, with its lower extremities. And it had like a rubbery plastic cloak. I didn't bother getting it. I apologize. But you've seen it a couple times in some of my reviews. You know what I'm talking about. This one is a lot better. It's got soft goods cloak, cape and cloak. And he's got a lot of articulation. In fact, I think this could be the first Clone Wars figure that actually had a ball hinge hip. I'm not sure, I could be mistaken, because the last one I remember was Pre-Vizsla and the Mandalorian and the ARF Trooper. Those were very recent, but way before that, this figure came up, and it had the I don't know, I could be wrong. Another speeder bike figure might have had ball hinge hips. I'm not sure, but this one goes way back in 2009, and they already had ball hinge hips. Can you just imagine how cheap Hasbro has become? They could easily do ball hinge on the hips, and they didn't. So anyway, so here it is. Cool paint apps on the speeder. I think the speeder has been repainted to fit a Geonosian, and that's the whole set. It's an exclusive, so I don't think we're getting it here in Manila. And yeah, it's pretty cool. There are joints. The steps or the foot pads can go up and down and can rock on separate joints. It's got a seat belt. This thing doesn't move. And I've seen some reviews that said that it was impossible for Count Dooku to hold handlebars. It's not. He can hold both handlebars with his arms. There is a way. You just need to find a way to sort of fidget around with the figure. It'll look a little bit awkward, but it is possible to actually have him holding both handlebars. Oh, come on, get rid of this. Yeah, he could. I'm just not bothering to remove the lightsaber because I want to keep it on with the rubber elastic. But if you put it this way, yeah, he can absolutely hold it. Both handlebars. It's not a problem, not a big deal. So I don't understand why some reviewers found it very difficult to have him hold it. Anyway, so that's that. He comes with his trademark lightsaber, which is like a cane, the curved hilt, and red lightsaber. Pretty cool. I should probably take him out. Yeah. So put the speeder at the back. So as you can see, he's got a little bit more articulation in his legs. He's got a ball hinge ankle, ball hinge knee, ball hinge hip, thank God. He's got waist swivel. Yep. Yeah. The lower part of his garb or Sith uniform, whatever, is made of soft goods. He's got a ball hinge head. A pretty long neck. Very, very Clone Wars-ish. He's got a ball hinge shoulder, ball hinge elbows, and a swivel wrist. So, very, very cool Count Dooku figure. Thank God I finally got one that has been updated. This one is made of plastic, a soft rubbery plastic. That's pretty cool. Can he put his cowl on? He could, but it'll look funny. It just, I don't know, I haven't figured out a way how to do it. You could, I suppose, find a way to, yeah, it just, I don't know, it's fine this way. He doesn't really use it as often as Darth Sidious. So, it's a very cool set. I do believe it has been repacked somehow. I'm not sure, I could be wrong, but you know Hasbro, they always repack these things, and I think it has been packed in the blue packaging. I'm not sure, I could be wrong, but I'm sure Hasbro, if it hasn't, I'm sure Hasbro in the future will have this thing repacked in a new packaging of sorts. Maybe not for the Phantom Menace year 2012, but at least in Attack of the Clones, they'll get him repacked when we celebrate Attack of the Clones. So, very, very cool. I'm just really happy to have it. If you can still find it on shelves, definitely a must pick up if you're a big Clone Wars fan. So there you go. The Star Wars The Clone Wars speeder bike with Count Dooku way back in 2009. I'm pretty glad I got it off in clearance. If you want to know my latest toy purchases and upcoming reviews, please follow me on Twitter at www.twitter.com/fxfranz. I tweet almost immediately when I buy something new, especially this one I tweeted, I think, even if it was an oldie. There you go. Thanks for watching.